Well, this is going to be an exciting one. The men's 1500 metre final. Very close field. Mitchel Brown wanting to make his way straight to the front and avoid any early traffic. Bulmer, the Queenslander, was third last year in this race at Olympic Park. Well, he's gone into second place through the early stages. Clark, the defending champion, right there with him. Wallace, who took out his heat yesterday very comfortably in the red of Old Scotch, up on the plinth, two back, but the pack tightly together. Grant Page, the Tasmanian, who was second last year. He'd love to get the win here at Lakeside Stadium today, but he'll have to earn it. A lot of depth in this field. Dean Huffer, Wellington, he was impressive in his heat. Tyson Popplestone's in good form. Kevin Craigie, Steve Dineen, Matthew Ferber, the South Australian. You can go through the whole field really and say they've got equal claims to this event, which is what you want in a final at a state championship level. No clear favourite at this stage, but Mitchel Brown is setting the pace. We'll see how they travel through the first 400 metres. About 63 seconds, so the race is honest through the early stages, you'd say. Brown, Bulmer, Clark, your top three. And Daniel Clark might just want to write his own little piece of history in the Victorian State Championships. He was the last man to win this title at Olympic Park, and I dare say he wants to be the first man to have his name inscribed at Lakeside Stadium as Victorian champion over the metric mile. But as Brown and Bulmer at the front end of the field, Clark there with him, Page in the green is running three wide, so he'll be travelling a little bit further. Wallace boxed in at this stage in the red as they turn the straight again. Everyone's well bunched together, and it will come down to who's got the top end speed over the last two laps, and they'll come through to collect 2 laps remaining. It's Mitchel Brown, Bulmer, Clark, Page wide, Wallace, Craigie, Popplestone and Huffer round out your top 8. Ryan Geard locked in there on the plinth. Matthew Ferber, the tall figure in the middle. Of course, the Victorian record in this event held by Jeffrey Risley. He's London 2012 bound over the 800 metre distance and will be searching for a qualifying time. He's 3:32.93. That was set over in Europe in 2009. As we see Page now just work his way to the front. Brown will just move back into third place. Clark and Bulmer, Popplestone, favourites. Our lead contenders are just starting to emerge now as we see Discum start to make the first move from home, 600 metres out. He asks the question of the rest of the field, and they're going to have to respond to him. And Clark will lead them. Popplestone behind him. To the outside, it's Brown. Page back. Wallace is 2. Whiteman trailing in the inside, about 5 back. Huffer now has to work his way around the outside to move close to the front end of the field. It's led by Discum. Bulmer right there with him. So this is going to be on at the bell. And you see Gear just a little bit of argy-bargy there. Popplestone drops out the elbow, tries to go wide now past Bulmer. Brown now back to the lead. He was there through the early stage, and he'll start a long run for home, which would suit him very nicely. So Brown will lead him down the back straight. Popplestone back to Discum. Clark to his inside. Kevin Craigie, Daniel Bulmer. Geared now starting to wind up down the back straight. So it's going to be Geared as Mitchel Brown goes again. He had to jump some feet there, and he's clear by 2 strides as Steve Dineen now starts to wind up 200 metres from home. Bulmer's going to go with him. Clark to the inside now, has a lot of work to do, the defending champion, as Steve Dineen, he's a 5,000 metre state champion from 2010. Going to add the metric mile. Can he is the question. Brown there with him now at the top of the turn. Bulmer has to go wide. Page not too far away as Daniel Clark, the reigning champion, starts to come home now on the outside. Up to the shoulder of Brown. Daniel Clark, Bulmer running very wide. Clark to his inside. Bulmer stalling home. But Daniel Clark's going to go back to back. 3:56 and a little bit of change for the time there for Daniel Clark. He was the last man to win at Olympic Park, the first man to win here at Lakeside Stadium. He can now call himself a dual Victorian champion. Impressive run. He had to earn it from 150 metres out, and he's happy about it.